My beloved one, I call out to you in this quiet moment because I long to wrap you in my everlasting care, and I desire for your heart to feel the depth of my constant presence that watches over you day and night, never resting or faltering, even when your own strength is tested by the struggles you face. I am the one who breathes hope into your soul and stands beside you when dark thoughts try to steal your peace. For I will not let the shadows overwhelm your spirit. Remember that I have fashioned you with purpose, gifting you talents and passions that reflect my divine love. Now, lift your eyes and embrace my tender whisper of reassurance, for I will lead you forward with courage in your heart. You are never alone, for I am by your side in every season, in every upturn and downpour, in every silent tear and joyful laugh, ensuring that nothing can separate you from my caring gaze. I want you to know that nothing you encounter is too great for my might, and nothing you fear is too hidden from my understanding, for I see all and I hold all in my hands. Trust in my guidance and call on me when you feel weary, for it is in that raw surrender you will discover my gentle grace, uplifting you and planting new hope in the soil of your heart. Let my promises become the torch that illuminates your path toward a brighter tomorrow. Come to me with full confidence, for I cherish you beyond your wildest imaginations, and I eagerly desire to shower you with my love and cover you under my protective wings. Take comfort in the assurance that I will never leave you helpless, and I will remain closer than a friend who never fails. Even as doubts attempt to whisper otherwise, I will strengthen your faith and open your eyes to my miracles that occur in the smallest details of your life. Step boldly into this new day, for my heart overflows with infinite goodness, and I am calling you to rise, hope, and trust, with a spirit poised to receive unending blessings. I see your heart, and I delight in the brightness of your hopes and aspirations, for you are my handiwork, uniquely formed to reflect my light in a world that often grapples with uncertainty and despair, and I rejoice in the subtle ways you reveal kindness when others are in need, extending a helping hand that mirrors my compassion. Even when you feel ordinary, I assure you that you are not a random collection of moments or accidents, but rather a beloved creation designed with precision and intention, bearing the imprint of my divine craftsmanship in every fiber of your being. Hold on to the understanding that your smile, your words, and your actions carry a gentle power that can inspire those around you, and let that knowledge remind you of your true worth whenever you question your purpose. Remember, you are like a radiant gem polished by my hand, destined to shine in dark corners, and as you embrace this truth, your confidence will rise, and your spirit will feel the warmth of my unending affection. Keep in mind that I have written your name upon my heart, and not a single tear you cry goes unnoticed, for each moment of your life matters to me more than you could ever comprehend, and it is in these simple yet profound realities that you find your priceless value in my eyes. Do not let the world define your worth by fleeting standards or narrow judgments, because I have already spoken over you with my everlasting word of approval and blessing, a celestial message that declares, "You are mine and I love you boundlessly." Listen to that voice echoing in your quiet moments and let it guide your choices, for I want you to stand firmly in the assurance that no disappointment, no setback, and no human rejection can erase the identity I have given you. Behold how precious you are, and trust that with every new dawn I sing over you with joy, and through every trial I whisper words of hope, so that you may walk with unshakable confidence in my design for you. Allow my spirit to nurture the seed of greatness I have planted within your core, and do not underestimate the smallest gifts I have bestowed upon you, for sometimes the greatest miracles bloom from the tiniest acts of obedience and trust. Believe that I have selected you for a specific mission, a God-breathed vocation that no other person can fulfill in quite the same way, because I shaped your heart and mind to accomplish good beyond your wildest imagination. Open your ears to my gentle promptings, and you will sense the right time and place to step forward, to speak life, and to transform sorrow into hope with your unique voice. This journey toward discovering the fullness of who you are in me is a beautiful unfolding, and each step you take in faith brings you closer to the joy I have prepared for you. Receive this affirmation that you are adored by the one who fashioned the mountains and calmed the seas. For my love for you is stronger than the greatest storm and more enduring than the mightiest ocean waves. Dismiss the thought that your faults or failures have chased away my approval, for I see beyond your moments of weakness into the essence of your being, and I am committed to your spiritual growth and your ultimate fulfillment. Align your heart with my promises, for that is where you find real meaning, and that is where your spirit learns to soar in freedom, unburdened by the chains of self-doubt. I am here to gift you the strength to stand tall, and as you embrace your sacred worth, you will gradually recognize the magnificent tapestry I am weaving in your life, leading you into blessings that will uplift your soul. Whenever your mind wanders into thoughts of inadequacy, or you are tempted to believe you have nothing to offer, let my voice pierce through the confusion, reminding you that I have breathed my own breath into your lungs and redeemed your life with the price of infinite worth. Do not allow comparisons or fleeting opinions to shake your identity, for my truth is unchanging, and my devotion to you is firmly established. Inhale the assurance that you do not need to perform or strive for my affection, because it flows freely from my heart, unrestrained and overflowing with the richness of my acceptance. Dwell in this sacred awareness, and you will bloom in confidence, for as you root yourself in my eternal love, you will grow to see the unbreakable value I have bestowed upon you. Rejoice in the fact that every fiber of your being is known and cherished, from your quiet reflections to your loudest laughter, from your achievements to your failures, and I embrace you in all seasons with the gentleness of a patient gardener tending to a treasured plant. I have designed a plan for you that reflects my wisdom and my perfect timing, so do not lose heart when your path seems obscured or when your efforts appear unnoticed, for I celebrate the unseen faith you exhibit behind closed doors. Cling to me when you question your worth, and you will hear my declaration of everlasting support echoing in the silence, reigniting your determination to move forward with boldness. Know that your identity is secured under my watchful gaze, and no power on earth can dim the light I placed within you, for I am your creator and the anchor of your value, calling you into greater purpose with each passing day. I am keenly aware of every tear you shed in the lonely hours, when the burden of worry presses down upon you, and it feels as though the night will never end. Yet I assure you that not a single sorrow or pang of stress escapes my notice. I see how your mind often runs in circles, replaying scenarios and anticipating dangers that may never come to pass, and I long to ease that tension within your heart by telling you that I have already paved a way through the uncertainty. You might wonder why certain trials persist or why the future seems clouded, but let my whisper of hope bring comfort. I work mysteries beyond your current understanding, and I guide you even in the seasons when you cannot see the next step. Gently place your troubles in my hands, for I am near, and I will illuminate your path with my steadfast love, showing you that no dark valley is too deep for my light to penetrate. Sometimes you fear that you have disappointed me, or that your struggles signify a lack of faith. Yet I want you to know that I do not condemn you for your moments of dread and anxiety, because I understand that you are only human, fashioned with tenderness and vulnerability. Do not let guilt overshadow your faith, but instead, bring your honest feelings to me, for I am the healer of every hidden wound, and I desire to carry those burdens that weigh on your mind. Open your heart to the possibility that your present difficulties may be shaping you into a stronger vessel of my grace, refining your character as gold is refined in the fire. I am with you through each wave of doubt, each pang of fear, and I will not abandon you to face those storms alone, for my mercy forever surrounds you like an unbreakable shield. When life feels overwhelming and you are tempted to believe that all hope is lost, remember that I am the same one who parted seas for my children to cross, and who fed the multitudes in moments of scarcity, and my power has not diminished with time, nor has my compassion grown cold. Come to me with your frayed nerves and tense mind, and do not be afraid to tell me about your shaken confidence, because I already see your every worry and seek to quiet your restless spirit. The valleys you endure are not punishments, but rather corridors that lead you to deeper trust in me, because when you reach the end of your own resources, you open the door for my miraculous provision. Keep your gaze lifted and your heart open to my reassurances, for though the darkness may linger for a while, my promise is that joy will come, and your soul will find relief in my unwavering presence. It bothers you when you feel you lack the answers, or when your prayers seem to echo without immediate response, yet do not conclude that I have turned away or grown silent, for I am always at work behind the scenes, orchestrating solutions that transcend what your eyes can see. Even when your cries appear to be met with stillness, be assured that I am actively tending to your concerns, aligning circumstances and people in a divinely crafted sequence that will soon bring breakthroughs you never expected. In your moments of impatience, breathe in my comforting truth. My timing is not delay, but perfection, and my answers will arrive at the precise moment they are destined. Rest in the certainty that I hold the entire tapestry of your life in my hands, and I will guide every thread to weave a masterpiece of redemption and growth, unveiling my wisdom step by step. Do not be discouraged when adversity arises suddenly, feeling like a storm that violently shakes the foundations of your peace. For no tempest is out of my control, and no hurricane can sweep away the promises I have spoken over your destiny. Keep your soul anchored in the knowledge that my grace abounds in your weakness, and I specialize in taking what the enemy intends for harm and turning it into a springboard for blessing and victory. Trust that in the darkest nights, I am tending the fires of hope within you, stoking the embers so they do not flicker out, fueling your capacity to persevere. Step by step, day by day, I am leading you toward safer shores, where the storm's roar fades into nothingness and my steadfast faithfulness greets you with open arms. Throughout your journey, you might encounter relationships that fracture or moments of heartbreak that ache with the intensity of a physical wound. And I want you to remember that I am the mender of broken hearts, binding up each bruise with my tender hands. When you have been disappointed by those you trusted, or have faced moments of betrayal that left you feeling isolated, let my reassurance be your sanctuary, reminding you that I will never forsake you, nor cease to listen to the cry of your wounded spirit. I am ever present, offering restoration and renewal, turning your tears into stepping stones toward a place of deeper intimacy with me, and opening new doors of relationship that reflect my love. Hold fast to the hope that no sorrow is wasted when entrusted to my care, for I am the God who restores and resurrects, breathing fresh life into what seems irrevocably lost. Each trial you endure can become a testimony of my sustaining power if you allow your heart to stay pliable in my hands, accepting my guidance even when the road is difficult to comprehend. Let your perspective be transformed so that challenges become opportunities to lean more fully on me, trusting that I am working to develop qualities in you that will serve a greater purpose. As you yield your burdens, your scars will become marks of triumph rather than defeat, for they speak of a story where my hand held you firm against the waves. Take courage, dear one, for I am here with you in every struggle, and I am shaping you into a vessel of hope that will one day shine my glory into the world, reminding others that even the most daunting valleys are no match for my prevailing love. I am your shield, standing between you and the arrows that life may hurl, absorbing every blow so that you can find refuge under the shelter of my wings. And I promise you that no harm can truly shatter the essence of who you are in me. Even when you witness the storms of confusion gather and you feel the cracks forming beneath your feet, do not forget that I am the firm foundation, the rock that cannot be moved. Let your heart rest in the certainty that I have already conquered every enemy of your soul, so you can walk forward unafraid, trusting that each challenge is an opportunity for my saving power to be displayed. I am your fortress, and I will not let the flames overtake you, but will calm the turmoil and draw you into my tranquil embrace, where my peace reigns supreme. By my right hand I uplift you, preventing you from stumbling when the paths of life become too treacherous or unclear. And in those moments where you feel you are sinking under the weight of your burdens, I carry you through the darkness. Trust that I have a heavenly army stationed on your behalf, and even though your eyes might not perceive it, my ministering angels stand guard around you, ensuring that each breath you take is met with my divine care. Focus your gaze on me and allow my promise of steadfast compassion to overshadow your fears, for I am the one who leads you through the wilderness, providing you with refreshing streams and hidden oases of comfort. Rejoice in the knowledge that I am always at work, orchestrating circumstances and weaving together a tapestry of safety in which you are intricately held and protected. Think not that I have grown indifferent to your pleas for deliverance, for the prayers you utter in desperation are the seeds I nurture with my unwavering love, causing them to bear fruit in due season. I do not abandon the righteous, nor do I overlook the cries of those who cling to my name, for I am a protective father who diligently watches over each child, refusing to leave even one lost in the wilderness. Take heart, for I am the guardian of your destiny, and though you may see only a fraction of my work, my hands are constantly providing and defending you from unseen dangers. Cherish my promise that I will place you on the path toward hope, and I will clear the debris of your doubts, guiding you with a gentle yet firm hand. When the nights stretch long and your mind wrestles with threats real or imagined, remember that I am the light that shatters the darkness, a lamp unto your feet that shines bright so you will not lose your way. Do not fear the unknown, for nothing is unknown to me, and I watch over you with infinite knowledge, charting a course through every storm, ensuring that what was meant to break you only serves to build you up. I understand that your heart can be unsettled by frightening circumstances or dire reports, but as you cling to my word, my promises become the protective barrier that the most intense fear cannot penetrate. Lift your eyes to the horizon of my grace, and you will see that help and comfort are already on their way, traveling swiftly at my command. I am the refuge you can run to whenever your spirit aches for solace, the calming presence that stills the chaos and hushes the roar of adversity, for my voice speaks peace over every storm. Embrace my reassurance that even if the earth should quake or the mountains tremble, I remain unmoved, holding you in the shadow of my almighty hand. Remember how the Israelites found deliverance when there seemed no way out, how my power parted seas and toppled walls, for I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. Hold fast to this unwavering truth. You are not alone, you will not be abandoned, and you will never be without my protective covering, for my heart is devoted to your well-being. Be aware that my help does not always come in the shape or form you expect, for my wisdom surpasses human plans, and my methods often reflect a higher realm of purpose. Lean on my spirit and watch as I unravel the knots of confusion, placing the right resources and opportunities in your path, opening doors that you assumed were closed forever. Every trial you face is an occasion for you to witness my handiwork in action, for I delight in demonstrating my rescue, unveiling pathways you once could not fathom. Rest content in the knowledge that I am eager to be your strong tower, your unwavering support, carrying you across difficulties so that you emerge with renewed faith and gratitude. Continue to turn to me in prayer, bringing your frightened thoughts and your silent tears, for in the intimate moments we share, I disperse the clouds of doubt and infuse you with resilience. Understand that my guardianship extends to every facet of your life, from the largest obstacles to the smallest concerns, because my watchful eye never tires and my love never ceases. May you find a quiet assurance in this reality. I am not merely a distant observer, but your ever-present deliverer, and my commitment to safeguard your life remains steadfast across all seasons. Step forward in confidence, for I have promised to stand beside you, ensuring that no weapon formed against you will prevail, and that my hand of protection will guide you into a secure and hope-filled tomorrow. Come boldly before me, pouring out your soul and your deepest thoughts, for I delight in the honest prayers of my children, and I cherish every whispered plea, every quiet hope, every tearful petition lifted to my throne. Do not worry about eloquent words or grand expressions, for I listen not to the length of your speech, but to the sincerity of your heart. Let your soul speak freely, and trust that I will respond with understanding and grace. When fear knocks at your door, invite me into your concerns, letting my presence become the compass that points you back to courage and faith. In the simple act of speaking my name, you welcome my power to step into your circumstances, melting away the confusion and replenishing your strength. Allow your heart to be softened by my spirit, removing the barriers of doubt that often hinder you from embracing my help. For when you ask, I am ready to give. When you seek, I am ready to be found, and when you knock, I open the door to abundance. Surrender the illusion of self-reliance and the heavy burden of self-sufficiency, recognizing that I am the vine and you are the branch, designed to thrive by remaining in my sustaining presence. Shift your focus from the swirling chaos of daily trials to the still, small voice that calls you to a place of refuge, and accept my invitation to partner with me in prayer, letting my spirit intercede for you with groanings deeper than words. Step closer, dear one, and remember that trust is the key that unlocks the floodgates of my favor, leading you into deeper intimacy with me. Express your heart openly, and do not hesitate to share your wounds, your frustrations, even your angers and confusions, for I am not afraid of your raw emotions. Rather, I long to heal them. My arms are wide enough to hold your uncertainties, and my love is strong enough to withstand every question you harbor. For in moments of honesty, you place your true self before me, and that is where my grace abounds. When you pray, believe that my ears are attentive and my heart is moved to action, reflecting the tender heart of a father who never grows weary of listening. Take comfort in knowing that I am faithful to respond, whether through a whisper of peace, a divine shift in your circumstances, or a wave of renewed confidence that my hand is upon your life. Let your prayers become a daily conversation with me, an ongoing exchange of words, silences, and heartfelt sighs that draws you nearer to my heart and helps you perceive my presence more clearly. In the hush of early morning or the stillness of late night, speak my name, knowing that I am already there, ready to receive your cares and anxious thoughts, ready to infuse your spirit with hope. Release the notion that your requests must be perfect or worthy, for my grace extends beyond human limitations, welcoming even the smallest murmur. As you commit yourself to regular communion with me, expect that you will grow in wisdom, understanding, and the peaceful assurance that I am never far away, but consistently available, guiding you with my compassionate hand. Trust, in its essence, is the willingness to place your life in my hands, believing that I am not only able, but also willing to uphold you with my might. It means taking a leap of faith when circumstances appear bleak, confessing with boldness, "My God is greater," and pressing forward when the path ahead is uncertain. Do not yield to the temptation of relying solely on your own logic or strategies. Instead, draw upon my infinite perspective, which sees far beyond the limitations of the present moment. Yield your plans, your hopes, and your concerns to me, and I will transform your steps into a dance of purpose, orchestrating each movement according to my sovereign design. Remember that prayer and trust must work hand in hand, like two wings of the same bird, enabling your spirit to soar beyond the constraints of earthly fears. Let your voice rise to me in moments of confusion, so that my calming presence may settle your heart, and let your reliance on my goodness be steadfast, so that even when the winds blow violently, you remain anchored in my unfailing word. Every time you choose to trust me in the face of adversity, you build an everlasting testimony of my faithfulness, storing up treasures of hope that will sustain you through all seasons. Embrace this daily decision to walk by faith, and you will discover that my joy becomes your strength, lighting your path with undeniable evidence of my care. Commit to an unbreakable bond with me, a constant interaction of hearts, so that your life becomes a living prayer, an unceasing flow of communion with the divine. In the blossoming of that spiritual connection, you will find the comfort your soul craves, the assurance your mind seeks, and the power your spirit needs to triumph over every obstacle. As you pray and as you trust, watch how my miracles unfold, how my guidance leads you to green pastures and still waters, and how my kindness lifts your burdens. Know that I am forever near, ready to embrace you, and I invite you to plant your roots of faith deep. For when your heart is anchored in me, no storm can uproot you from my eternal love. I have prepared a land of promise for you, an unfolding future that radiates with my goodness, even when the present seems overshadowed by setbacks or losses. So do not lose heart, for I am the architect of hope. Dare to believe that I can turn the desert of your disappointments into a garden of new beginnings, where fresh blooms of faith and joy spring forth in due time. Every step you take under my guidance becomes a seed of faith planted in fertile soil, destined to produce a harvest of blessings, and I want you to anticipate my hand moving in astonishing ways. Wrap yourself in the vision I hold for your life and let it energize your spirit with a willingness to persevere, trusting that each day brings you closer to the miracles I have planned. See beyond the obstacles that appear in your path, for my perspective is far higher than yours, and what you perceive as dead ends are often doorways in my realm. I mightily used the staff of Moses to part the sea, a single stone in David's hand to topple a giant, and the faith of a boy to feed thousands, proving that my ways defy human expectations. You have a role in this grand story of redemption, and I want you to recognize that your small acts of obedience and your unwavering hope have ripple effects that reach further than you can ever measure. Entrust your future to me, and do not be daunted by the magnitude of your dreams, for as you take steps in faith, I will direct your path and provide the resource needed for you to flourish. Hear my assurance. You are meant for greatness, not by the world's definition, but by the eternal significance that comes from walking in my purpose. Be ready to pioneer new chapters of your life with the boldness of someone who knows their destiny is secured by a loving God who never fails. Instead of dwelling on past regrets or bruised hopes, shift your focus to the brand new mercies I unveil each morning, reminding you that I make all things new. I urge you to set aside fears of failure, for even your missteps can be redeemed in my hands, shaping your character and refining your spirit to align with my perfect plan. Step forth, knowing that your future shines bright under my watchful gaze, where my grace remains inexhaustible. Do not be surprised when doors that once stood firmly closed suddenly swing open, nor be alarmed when I redirect your path in ways you never expected. For I delight in surpassing your limited visions with my boundless creativity. The light of my presence travels before you, illuminating the way and pushing back the forces that threaten to discourage you. I see every obstacle, every mountain, and every sea that stands before you, and I am already crafting solutions to prove my faithfulness anew. Embrace the journey as one of discovery, trusting that as you walk in step with me, even the unexpected turns will lead you closer to the glorious purpose I have etched for your life. Open your eyes to the possibilities I have placed around you, for I often use the simplest moments and the most humble avenues to unleash my wonder. The seeds of transformation are scattered along your path, waiting to be awakened by your unwavering trust in my sovereignty. Watch how even a small spark of hope in your heart can ignite a brilliant flame of bold expectation, attracting my blessings like a magnet. Let my spirit guide your imagination, so you may see beyond the horizon of your current limitations, visualizing the fulfilling roads that my guidance charts for you. Rest in the knowledge that your tomorrow is not dictated by your failures, but by my unstoppable power to create beauty from ashes. Learn to celebrate even the incremental steps forward, for these are the building blocks of a marvelous future, and each milestone is a reminder that I am constantly working on your behalf, fashioning goodness out of chaos. The joy you feel in trusting me is a foretaste of the greater joy awaiting you, for your potential in my hands is vast and unending. Nurture a spirit of expectation, letting your hope surge with the awareness that I have countless ways to bless you, ways that extend beyond your fondest wishes. If you find doubt creeping in, remember that I hold the entire universe in my hands, and the same power that spoke stars into existence is still very much alive in your own story, forging a path of unshakable promise. Look toward the future with eyes of faith, acknowledging that while the journey may not always be smooth, it will be filled with my abiding presence and my unwavering compassion. I who began a good work in you will bring it to completion, ensuring that my perfect plan for your life unfolds with divine precision. Keep your hopes lifted high, for your destiny is not anchored in chance but in my sovereign will, where every detail is orchestrated to reveal my glory. Confidently move ahead, for my vow is to make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert, guiding you steadily toward horizons brimming with the blessings I have stored up for those who trust in me. I call you to walk in steadfast devotion, not as a burden, but as a reflection of the closeness we share. For when you align your steps with my guidance, you discover the rhythm of grace that upholds you. Moments of trial will come, and hardships may appear daunting, yet remember that every trial is an occasion for me to display my power through your surrendered heart, a canvas on which I paint my love for the world to witness. There are days when you might feel weary, as though your best efforts aren't enough. But in those exact moments, my strength shows itself most abundantly, reminding you that you do not carry your burdens alone. Be encouraged to walk upright, trusting my commands, and you will find that what once seemed impossible becomes entirely possible under the shadow of my sustaining presence. Even as you press on, the voice of doubt may attempt to discredit my promises, whispering that your struggles disqualify you from my blessings, but I urge you to reject those lies, clinging instead to the word I have spoken over you. The seeds of faith you have sown in tears will bear fruit in joy, and the nights you have spent wrestling with uncertainty will break forth into mornings of renewed confidence. Every crack in your resolve becomes an opening for my spirit to fill. Every question in your mind a prompt for my answer, and every misstep an invitation for my restorative grace. Take heart, dear soul, for I am faithful to complete what I have begun, shaping your character until you shine with the radiance of the dawn. Prayer is not just a discipline, but an extension of your own breath, a ceaseless communion that bypasses formality and cuts straight to the intimacy I long for. Let the hush of your spirit, the deepest yearnings you cannot fully articulate, and the joys you barely dare to hope for, come before me in raw authenticity. When you awaken each morning, invite me into your thoughts, and you will notice my fingerprints on every hour, carefully orchestrating details you might otherwise overlook. Celebrate the answers that arrive gently, and respect the silence that lingers. For in that gap, I am cultivating perseverance and teaching you to trust my impeccable timing. Share with me your day-to-day experiences, and you will see how even mundane chores become moments of divine encounter. As you step into new seasons, whether they be seasons of growth or seasons of pruning, remember that I am the gardener of your life, carefully pruning branches that no longer bear fruit so that you may flourish further. Your soul's journey is not measured by worldly success, but by how deeply my love penetrates your actions and your motivations, transforming each choice into an opportunity to reflect my glory. Though the winds of change may blow fiercely and the storms of confusion swirl around you, you are grounded by the roots of my everlasting care, ensuring that you will not topple when challenges escalate. Welcome each shift in your life with grace, for in every season I am at work, refining you into a vessel that can pour out hope onto others. Learn to cherish the small victories, the daily graces that brighten your day. A kind word from a stranger, a moment of laughter shared with a friend, or even an unexpected solution to a lingering problem. For these are glimpses of my favor that keep your heart tender. When you hold on to the practice of gratitude, you open wide the gateway for my abundant blessings, allowing you to experience the fullness of joy that transcends circumstantial happiness. You might be tempted to focus on the areas where you still lack progress, but I invite you to remember how far we have traveled together, how many mountains have already been conquered by my might. Let your heart rest in the truth that I find pleasure in blessing my children, and I will never tire of showering you with the gifts of my unwavering compassion. I am not a distant king, perched high above, uninterested in the intricacies of your daily life, but a present and intimately involved Father who rejoices in seeing you flourish. Take time to still your racing thoughts so that you may hear my gentle instruction, because in the quiet spaces, your spirit can resonate with my divine frequency of love and wisdom. Seek my counsel when confusion clouds your decisions, for I stand ready to impart clarity that surpasses human reasoning, guiding you onto paths that lead to fruitfulness and peace. Through every twist of your journey, I am there, walking beside you, celebrating your triumphs, weeping with you in sorrow, and nudging you onward with unwavering devotion. Remember that my ultimate desire is for you to continually grow closer to me. Your identity in me is not limited by your past or stifled by your present circumstances, for I am in the business of redemption, taking what is broken and crafting it into something more beautiful than you ever imagined. When regrets from your yesterdays haunt you, or anxieties about your tomorrows rob your sleep, fix your eyes on the cross, where my unconditional love was poured out for your freedom. Understand that you are free to shed the weight of guilt, for my forgiveness is an ever-flowing stream, washing away the stains of mistakes and giving you a new dawn. No power can sever the bond we share, and no failure can deny the blood-bought victory that is yours, so breathe in this assurance and exhale every tormenting doubt. Focus on cultivating a heart posture of readiness, for I am unveiling new doors of opportunity that align with your unique gifts and passions, and I want you to step through them with faith-laden courage. The path may not always be straight, nor will it be void of obstacles, but the milestones of progress will testify that my grace truly is sufficient. Remember that you need not compare your journey to another's, for I have tailored your path precisely to your growth and my divine purpose. Trust that with each step, you advance toward a horizon where my promises transition from distant possibilities to tangible realities, marking your life with testimonies of my unstoppable faithfulness. In the days to come, do not be discouraged by the scars you carry, for they are a sign of battles fought and victories won under my banner, and I am transforming them into symbols of resilience. Let my peace guard your heart, so that waves of turmoil cannot extinguish the flame of hope I have placed within you, and be open to the unexpected detours that become crucial elements of your story. I am weaving every thread of your existence into a tapestry that proclaims my ability to bring something good from even the harshest climates. Take solace in my vow. As you walk forward, I will be your light, your shield, your strong tower, ushering you into a realm of confidence and purpose that you have yet to explore. Finally, embrace my love as the fuel that propels you into each new frontier, recognizing that even your smallest step taken in trust is noticed and celebrated by the heavenly hosts. You are not merely wandering through life. You are on a destined mission to embody grace and illuminate darkness with the glow of my presence. Cast aside the voices of impossibility, for with me, all things are truly possible, and I never yield to the limitations of this fallen world. Cling to my promises, sing praises even in the desert, and let each sunrise remind you that I am still at work, painting the sky with a fresh wave of promise. Go forward in faith, child of my heart, and watch how I turn your simple trust into an eternal testimony of my immeasurable goodness. I invite you to take hold of each moment with expectancy, for even in the mundane tasks, there is a profound opportunity to encounter my presence, and in the quiet details of your day, I speak encouragement to guide your thoughts toward hope. Let your heart not overlook the beauty that dwells in simplicity. The laughter shared over a meal, the gentle breeze that rustles through the trees, or the stillness of dawn that reminds you of new mercies waiting to unfold. I am the God who enters into the ordinariness of life and makes it extraordinary, turning daily routines into sacraments of grace when your mind and spirit remain attentive to my whisper. Believe that I am writing a story where every chapter carries my fingerprints, and each sentence resonates with my compassion, weaving a narrative more marvelous than your wildest dreams. Learn to lean on my word, for it is not just a collection of texts, but a living fountain that nourishes your soul, filling you with the wisdom and clarity you need to navigate life's complexities. In those pages, I have revealed my character, my intentions, and the promises that anchor you when storms rage. When you study my words and hide them in your heart, you arm yourself with a shield of truth that extinguishes the fiery darts of despair and confusion. Do not let the world's shifting opinions overshadow my timeless counsel, for I have set before you a map that points to life and blessing, urging you to choose the path of right standing, mercy, and justice. Accept the invitation to share your faith with others, not through forced speeches or hollow rhetoric, but through the gentle authenticity of a life transformed by my love. Your story carries power, for it speaks of a God who reaches into human frailty and breathes acceptance and purpose into every corner of doubt. People may debate theology and philosophy, but they cannot deny the testimony of a heart set free, a spirit lifted from hopelessness into joy. Ask me for guidance on how and when to speak, for each moment holds potential for seeds of faith to be planted, nurtured, and ultimately harvested for my glory. Be patient in the waiting seasons, understanding that my timing is orchestrated with perfect precision, weaving together circumstances and hearts in a tapestry of divine providence. I see the end from the beginning, and my vantage point transcends the immediate concerns that occupy your thoughts. Waiting is not wasted. It is a greenhouse for the fruit of the Spirit, patience, perseverance, and a deeper reliance on me, ensuring that when the doors swing open, you are prepared to walk through them with steadiness and gratitude. Every tear of disappointment, every sigh of longing is collected by my compassion, and I promise that at the appointed time, you will reap a harvest of blessings if you do not give up. Choose to forgive those who have wronged you, even when your heart feels shattered, for forgiveness is not an act of weakness, but a demonstration of divine courage that unleashes healing within your soul. When you release resentment, you clear space in your heart for my grace to dwell, and you discover that vengeance belongs to me alone. I am the righteous judge who sees every injustice. By laying your wounds before me, you become a conduit of reconciliation, reflecting my mercy in a world desperate for compassion. Let your testimony of forgiveness ripple outwards, reminding others that my love is powerful enough to mend even the deepest fractures and restore relationships once believed irredeemable. Revel in the small revelations of my care, a sudden sense of peace that washes over you in turmoil, a timely word from a friend that aligns perfectly with your silent prayer, or a beneficial turn of events that could only have been orchestrated by my hand. Remember these occurrences, catalog them in your memory, for they build a treasury of faith you can draw upon when shadows of doubt attempt to obscure my faithfulness. The same God who parted waters and raised the dead is ever present in your daily walk, performing what you might label as ordinary miracles, yet each of these miracles is a testament to my unwavering commitment to your well-being. Draw strength from this knowledge and proclaim my goodness even in the valley, for in gratitude you unleash blessings that multiply. If weariness clings to your bones and you feel your spirit faltering under unrelenting burdens, draw near and rest in my embrace, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Let me take from your shoulders the weight of expectations, yours and others, and place upon you the mantle of my abiding rest, where your striving ceases and your soul breathes deeply of my renewing presence. Here in the sanctuary of my love, you will find the energy and fortitude to continue onward, fortified by the knowledge that you are not fighting alone, but in partnership with the Almighty who never tires nor sleeps. In that quiet place, your heartbeat aligns with my will, and you gain fresh perspective on trials that once seemed insurmountable. Hold dear the truth that through every chapter of your life, I am molding you into the likeness of my Son, shaping your perspectives, your emotions, and your conduct to mirror the heart of Christ. This transformation is often gradual, but with every act of obedience, every prayer of surrender, and every instance where you let my Spirit guide your reactions, you are conforming more to the fullness of the image I designed you to bear. In this process, do not grow weary of refining, for gold must pass through fire to be purified, and roses must endure pruning to blossom more brilliantly. Know that I am personally invested in every layer of your growth, determined to bring forth a reflection of divine grace in the tapestry of your existence. I speak these words to you with a heart overflowing in devotion, reminding you that my love for you will never waver, nor will it grow dim or fade with time, for it is an everlasting bond stronger than any earthly tie. My affection stands as a fortress around you, encompassing every joy and every sorrow, claiming every moment of your life as precious in my sight. In your laughter, I share your delight. In your tears, I share your grief, for my ultimate desire is to journey alongside you in profound unity of spirit. Hold fast to this unshakable truth, that you are cherished beyond measure, wanted and redeemed, and nothing in all creation can separate you from the intensity of my love. Look to the horizon knowing that I will remain the same yesterday, today, and forever, a steady rock on which to build your hopes. I now cover you with my blessing, proclaiming peace over your anxieties and light over your darkest nights, ensuring that you find refuge under my watchful care. Whenever your steps falter or doubts threaten to consume your mind, remember my vow. I will not abandon you, nor will I turn a deaf ear to your cries, for you are my beloved child. With each sunrise, I place fresh mercies at your doorstep, and with every sunset, I wrap you in my comforting arms, urging you to trust me with every detail of your journey. May your household be warmed by my presence, your relationships be marked by my kindness, and your endeavors be blessed by my guiding hand, for I have set my seal of favor upon your heart. Be encouraged to step boldly into the future, your eyes fixed on the path I have illuminated before you, for I have not called you to retreat or to settle in complacency, but to flourish under my sovereignty. Cling to the hope that transcends human limitation, remembering that I hold the keys to every locked door and possess wisdom that surpasses the boundaries of mortal understanding. Should storms intensify or tribulations mount, take solace that I am in the boat with you, commanding the waves to still and the winds to hush. Fear not the unknown, for I have already mapped your course, equipping you with the necessary grace to stand victorious. Your faith, once tested, will emerge as refined gold, and your spirit will sing testimonies of my unwavering rescue. I leave you with this final assurance. No matter how vast the mountains before you, how deep the valleys below, or how tumultuous the seas around you, my steadfast devotion will be your anchor and your song. In the hush of midnight, I quiet your fears with my gentle voice. In the blaze of noon, I direct your steps with my watchful gaze. Carry with you the knowledge that I delight in who you are becoming and in the destiny I have ordained, longing for you to see the unfolding tapestry of goodness I've designed for you. Let your heart leap with anticipation for the wonders I will reveal along your journey. For I am not a God of half measures, but the Lord of abundance who gives lavishly and loves supremely. Go forward in faith, trusting that the best is yet to come. For as you walk hand in hand with me, you are assured of an inheritance unspoiled and a future filled with my glorious presence. Share the love you have received, extend the mercy you have tasted, and watch how your life blossoms into a beacon of hope for countless others. Remember, in times of uncertainty, that I remain certain, and in times of weakness, that I remain strong, filling you with power from on high. My precious child, rest in my loving arms, for I have prepared blessings upon blessings for you to discover, and my infinite love surrounds you always. Rejoice in me, for I hold your tomorrow, and I will never cease to unfold my wonders in your life.